This project reimagines a staircase as something that allows light through a building rather than blocking it. The same principle applies to using translucent furniture, such as tables and chairs.
You certainly get the full effect of the colours as you walk down,
It's
don't you?
lovely here, isn't it? When,
Yeah.
when you see the kind of doubles of reflections
Yes.
and your own reflection in the colour.
Yeah.
Everything else about it is very, very simple. Solid, light wood floor, simple steel handrail and a steel trim at the top. Yeah, this glass is not going to be cheap, but I think, as you said, Derek, a similar effect with panels of colour is achievable.
This is obviously an old building. It's an old warehouse that has been converted, but this very modern idea does marry very well with the old building, and it's a bit like our house. From the outside, it's not an old building, but it's a traditional building, and we're trying to do something a bit contemporary inside.
Having these kinds of ideas might just be the thing that makes your interior really special.
I think the difficulty now is going back home and translating this into reality, discussing in price, both of which are serious impingements on any idea. But the idea of filtering different colours into the bedroom is superb, and it would be very nice to be able to translate it into reality if we can.
This staircase cost around £170,000. Our visit seems to have inspired Derek and Christine, but the challenge now is to help them create an affordable version for their house. That's where Piers' ingenuity with low-cost solutions comes into play. And he thinks the answer is in a bus breaker's yard in Barnsley.
Coming here may be initially a bit of a letdown, but actually this is a treasure trove of incredible stuff, really good quality stuff that can be reused, repurposed into something truly spectacular. Well, as you've seen, Kieran gets to take you to these amazing, glamorous places, whereas I get to take you to a breaker's yard.
This is where buses come to die.
It is, absolutely. In theory, they've reached the end of their life, but everything gets repurposed and reused. And finding something here that we can make your glass wall out of could be amazing. Let's go and have a scavenge.
Right.
So as you can see, this is a bus that's been already stripped, and this is just sheet aluminium that gets taken off and will get recycled. And critically, all the glass comes out of it. Good quality, low-cost glass.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty amazing seeing this.
Jeff Ripley runs the breaker's yard.
Tell me about this. I mean, this is toughened or laminated?
That's toughened, that. You get your kite mark on these, if you see down here. Look.
And because it's toughened, we can't cut it, can
No,
we?
you can't, no.
And what would a piece like that cost?
Roughly, it costs you about £25.
At that price, a large glass feature is infinitely more affordable than buying a bespoke system, though it's vital to check it complies with building regulations, and it will take a bit of work.
And there is quite a lot that you would need to do to this.
Yes.
Otherwise, it will just look like a bus window. So I think the colour and the tinting of it is something we can
Yes.
play with, but also the method of fixing so that it does become a wall, not a loose piece of glass.
Piers wants to help Derek and Christine visualise a glass wall by making a quick mock-up.
So if you imagine this is your wall stud-work, or this is vertical timber
Yes, yeah.
when it's laid up, what we'll actually do is lay the glass on top of this.
Right.
So they still look like old bus windscreens at the moment, don't they?
It certainly does, and I'm very interested to see how you can prettify this into a work of art.
In these boxes,
Right.
I've got some
This is
stained
the-
glass film, and this comes in all sorts of different colours.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one size, but again, you can get it in all sorts of different sizes. This starts at about £5 a sheet.
So you could go from, say, a deep mustard to a sunshine yellow
Yeah.
to a primrose. You could
Absolutely.
if you wanted.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Or you could go from something that was relatively opaque down to something that was completely translucent and transparent,
Right.
Yeah.
which would be interesting. What do you reckon, Christine?
I think it's got potential. Before you have my judgment, let's see the finished item. Your imagination, you could run riot with these, couldn't you?
Oh,
You could
absolutely.
have all sorts of designs.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Keep going, keep going.
Oh, very nice. Yes.
So let's stand back, see how it looks. It's great.
Yeah, get the full effect.
Yeah.
Or hide the imperfections.
Or whatever.
I think it's great. I love it. It's so not 3 bus windscreens, is it?
No, it's been transformed. And you can do so many things with those colours. We've just done a very basic.
Absolutely.
I think looking from the example the other day, I was quite taken with the very light pastel
Yeah,
colours.
yeah.
And I think there's room for experimentation. But it doesn't matter. You're demonstrating a principle today,
Yeah.
which we can take forward.